Okay, we're joined by Dermot O'Sullivan, head of this under-16s final. Dermot, how are your Clonakilty side facing up for this one?
I think we're facing up quite well, really, to be honest with you. We kind of set a plan in motion earlier in the season to qualify for PAN and then to see where it takes us. Hopefully, get a home quarter final, accomplish that. And look, today is the cream and the crop, really. If we can kind of get a result, we'll be quite happy, you know. So,
From your other games today, what did you like about them, and maybe what are you hoping to improve on this afternoon?
I suppose, to be fair, the team has gelled quite a lot in the last month. Backline certainly has kind of really come to the fore. I think if we can get a great performance out of our forwards today, I think that would put us in good stead, really, to be honest with you. Not underestimating Waterpark either at the same time. Good team, but like over 40 teams in Munster, 2 here today, it's 50-50 game.
Absolutely, yeah. The last day out, a very low-scoring game against Kinsale. So I suppose you've seen both sides of the coin now. Where I suppose the first day you put up a high, good total. The last day maybe it was defences on top, and you had to really grind out that victory.
Absolutely. We played Kinsale twice this year. Once in a friendly, once early in the season. Early in the season wasn't the greatest game for both teams, but Kinsale pipped it. We took an early lead. Second game friendly over Christmas. Nip and tuck. Kinsale again took it. So to come up a couple of weeks ago. Big task, we knew I was a big defensive task, and look, we squeezed it on the day, you know.
Yeah, sun is beating down here. I suppose the bench will be important here. Lads getting rehydrated as the game goes on. Obviously we know the Astro can add a little bit to the temperature as well, so very important, I suppose, the guys stay focused for the duration of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, they are focused. There's good lads in amongst the squad there now. We're all on the age. They're all 16, so you know they've a lot of rugby played at 16 the last 2 years. So look, you'd like to think with schools as well this year they've had a good run with the community college. A few extra lads here today that weren't in the community college, so you like that might hopefully see us over the line, you know.
Yeah. Dermot, wishing you the best of luck this afternoon.
Thanks very much. And I'd like to give a shout out there to Clonakilty Black Pudding Club sponsors and the committee back at the club. Do a lot of work for the underage as well, so thanks to them.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Cheers.
Thanks.
All right. Thanks. Okay, we're joined by Dave Dolan here ahead of this final. Dave, your side prepared to our left here. What are you expecting from them today?
I'm expecting a good game. The lads have been working very hard for the last few weeks. I think they're in a good place at the moment. We had a good run in the quarter final against Newcastle West. We had a very hard game against Old Christians. And I think we're in a good place. We're training hard. Our strength and conditioning coach, Johnny McKenna, has them where they need to be today. I'm expecting a big performance from the guys today. And I'm also expecting a big performance against Clonakilty, who we know very well. We know their coaches, we know their players. We played against them last year, and we're expecting a cracker of a game today.
Your 2 games so far, I believe you've scored 6 tries in each, so you've put up some good scores. I suppose you're hoping to replicate that as much as possible today, but it will be tricky.
We had a big game against Newcastle West from start to finish. In the semi-final, we started very well against Christians. We built the score of about 20 points, and then towards half-time we took our foot off the gas. Bit of indiscipline, and we allowed Christians back into the game. They're a great side, and they punished us for our mistakes, and we got out of jail, I suppose, we put it that way, but that's how we got here today.
You mentioned the discipline. Is that one work on for today, and is there anything else that you've seen in the couple of games that maybe just needs to be sharpened up for this afternoon?
No, I suppose it's just, look, if a decision goes against you, close your mouth, get back on side, you know, and that's the way it is. But no, I think we're really in a good place today. I'm looking forward to the game. The guys have worked very hard. This team here is the under 15s team that made it to the plate final last year. So they were here this time last year, and we actually lost that final. So hopefully we'll have learned from our mistakes.
Yeah, wishing you the best, Dave. All the best this afternoon.
Thanks very much. Cheers. Thank you.
All right, best of luck. Good afternoon, and you're very welcome to Virgin Media Park as the sides enter the arena for this afternoon's Under-16 Boys Cup final. It is a meeting of Waterpark and Clonakilty, and the two sides clapped onto the field by their family, friends and club mates for this one. A very, very sunny afternoon here in Virgin Media Park in Cork City. So the sides getting ready with final pre-match prelims going underway. The photos, of course, set to be taken. But before we talk about the game, we'll take a look at the sides, and we'll start with the Waterpark side, who are wearing the red, white and black strip. Just you can see them there getting their jerseys. Their side sees Enda Bloomer, Usain Hickey, Liam Walsh, Quaylon Johnson, Philip Gill, Oscar Flanagan and Rua Clancy from 15 to 90. 1 to 8 then, this is Devin Bolster, Ronnie Dolan, Ben Upton, Finn Murphy, Daniel Groves, Ewan Edmondson, Callum Redmond and Alex Redden. Number 7, Callum Redmond captains the side, and they have a strong bench bringing them to 23 players ready to go for this one. So looking at the Clonakilty side now, they're just heading for their photo. Clonakilty will line out in the familiar colours of red and with the green strip, green shorts and red socks. The Clonakilty side sees the captain, number 12, Ewan Knowles, and he's joined in the back line by Joe Toomey, Fiona Donovan, Daniel Donovan, Joe Coleman, Lachlan Rohan and Killian Sturdy. The pack sees Youssef Al-Rubi, Zinzian Llewellyn, Charlie Hart, Rowan Draper, Devin Toke, Eamon Murphy, James Tobin and Tyg O'Brien, and they also carry a full bench, bringing them to 23 players. The both sides heading for their huddles, and as I said, a very warm afternoon here at Virgin Media Park for this one. We're supposed to get underway at quarter. We're a tick or two beyond that, but given that we lost an hour overnight, there's no harm in a slight delay for this one. But very, very calm conditions, thankfully. Very little wind down on pitch side, and temperature rising, I'm sure, as the contest will get underway and as we go. Plenty of support for both clubs here in Cork. They've made the trip in for this one. Indeed, Waterpark making the trip from Waterford itself across, and Clonakilty, who break first from their huddle. It looks as though Clonakilty will be playing, as you watch it, they will be defending the goals to our right and attacking the goals to our left, and indeed they will kick off. The referee for this one is Des O'Halloran. And a big roar goes up for the Waterpark side. Both these sides had two fine victories to bring them to this final this afternoon. In fact, the kick-off is going to go to Waterpark. Clonakilty weren't aware of that one, but they'll be given a couple of seconds by the referee to get into position. So it's Waterpark, as I say, in the white, red and the black shorts and blacks, mix of black and red socks. Getting ready for this one, and we are underway in this under-16 final. The ball kicked off there by Rua Clancy. It goes deep, but it's well taken by the defending side in this occasion, which is Clonakilty. And immediately we have the first ruck of this afternoon's contest, and it's a box kicked out of there by Killian Sturdy, and he finds touch, but out on the full. The ruck was just outside the 22. And just misjudging his box kick slightly, and immediately an opportunity for Waterpark to launch what would they would consider to be their first notable attack, as their prop heads over with the ball in hand, which is Ronnie Dolan. Very sunny and bright afternoon here. Feels like summer, as the longer evenings are going to start from this evening. And the first line out goes over the jumpers on either side, and the ball is scrambled to the floor. And it looks like Clonakilty have secure possession. Indeed they have, and this time they elect to go back. This one's going to have to stay in play, and it's kicked straight up the middle, and a chance for the fullback Enda Bloomer to run it back. Does well, skips by one challenge, is stopped on the second one, and just touches a bit of the white line there, and we'll get to see Clonakilty's line out for the first time this afternoon. So I'm sure plenty of pre-match nerves for both sides. Completely understandable, a big occasion for these sides. Waterpark, some of their players would have played in the plate final at the under-15 level last year at this venue, so they have experience. Well, that was clever play by the prop there. He was in an onside position and almost intercepted the pass. Did Dolan. Indeed, it means there's a turnover and a chance for Waterpark to build something. ball is tackler is finally brought to ground. Is 40 metres now from goal, and they look to come down this right wing for the first time this afternoon, but met by a red and green jersey. Passing is good, and it comes across to Oscar Flanagan. Spreads it out. They're looking to run it in the corner. There's a couple of would-be challengers. Eventually Clonakilty get him to ground. He decides to drop it and pick again, as is allowed. Real momentum with Waterpark, but that pass maybe just thwarting them a bit. Here's the out half, Flanagan. He does well, gains 5-6 metres. There's a couple of players on either side on the turf. Big hitting early on, as they just keep it tight, do Waterpark. Referee happy to let everything continue here. Nothing that's done wrong yet by Clonakilty. So inside the 22 now. Oh, the good counter tackle there. Pushes them back. And again, there has to be a bit of inventiveness from Waterpark. Good tackling the whole time. There's a penalty though. Just see what it's for. Well, he taps and goes, and the referee, I think it's not taken from the correct mark. There's a injury as well on the far side for Clonakilty's number 12, the captain, Ewan Knowles. He's slowly, it seems, trying to get to his feet. And the referee having a word with Zinzan Llewellyn, just explaining a thing or two for him. And as you'll see on your screens, a very, very bright afternoon here. A bit of a shine off the AstroTurf here at Virgin Media Park, as the referee finishes his conversation with the hooker Llewellyn. And I think Waterpark, while they wanted to tap and go, I think are still going to persist with this. Interesting, I thought they might have an early look at the post here, but they certainly are going to back themselves here, as Devin Bolster is the man with the ball at his foot. So he's joined there by Ronnie Dolan and Ben Upton, but we're waiting just for Knowles to get to his feet. Physio in with him. So what sort of trick play do Waterpark have up their sleeve? Thankfully Knowles is okay to continue back to his feet after a bit of treatment, and we're underway with the tapped penalty. Looking for that left channel on the far side. It's read though by Clonakilty, and they can halt it, and not much of a gain forward, a very lateral play, certainly for now anyway. 7 metres now out, and they'll have to try and come down this near side. Oh, that's the out half. Is he going to go run it in? He is. It's the first try this afternoon. Oscar Flanagan spotted a gap and raced through it and over the whitewash and touches down for a well taken opening score just inside 5 minutes. And Waterpark, early territory, get the penalty, work it to the left, doesn't work out, bring it back to the right, and Oscar Flanagan, bit of a dummy en route, finds the gap, and the first try of the afternoon goes to Waterpark. So well taken score. Clonakilty, I'm sure, will be disappointed that they didn't bring him to a halt, but Flanagan saw the gap. Now can he add the extras? A tricky enough kick. Gentlest of breezes here this afternoon, and Flanagan going straight for it, kicks it straight. Is it going to carry? It is. It's a beautifully executed conversion, and well, he puts a T beside his name and he puts a C beside it. That's 7 for him and 7 for Waterpark, and Clonakilty will want to get into their stride. This Waterpark side have been impressive in the competition so far in their 2 victories to date. And starting like a team determined to go home with the Willie Allen Memorial Cup. The kickoff is a long one, and it's easily gathered by Waterpark under little pressure. They bring it outside the 22, and a chance for Clancy to get in and do what he does best at scrum half. Gives it to Flanagan. Flanagan does well, evades a few challenges and spins it out to Liam Walsh. Clonakilty will be hoping to just get something going here in terms of a counter ruck and try and pin Waterpark back, but they've escaped, and quick hands gets them over halfway. Oh, there's a good challenge there to use by pulling the jersey. Ball spills. Referee says, I think that the ball, oh, in fact it went forward off Clonakilty. So
It will be the first scrum of this afternoon, and it will be a put in for Clonakilty and indeed Waterpark. Glorious, glorious afternoon in Cork. We've the under 18.5 game at 3 p.m. as well. It's also being streamed for your pleasure. Old Christians RFC and Bandon RFC. So 3 p.m. start for that one. But for now, we're concentrating on the under 16 boys clubs final. And a bright, bright start from Waterpark. There is no doubt. The ball is fired in by Clancy and quickly comes to the back. Here's Flanagan. Flanagan around on the loop. Clever, clever play. Oh, there's a possibility of a bit of crossing there, but we continue. Flanagan again does well. Gives it to his winger, Hickey. This is Hickey. He hasn't many options, but does well just to delay being brought to ground. And that's good tackling by Clonakilty. They look for the counter-ruck, but none forthcoming. And ball is a low one. Is it knocked on? It is. A pass to the bootlaces and good defensive shape, good defensive line, but Clonakilty forces the mistake and they will get their chance to fire in their first scrum of the afternoon. So we saw Clancy putting one in. Now we get to see Sturdy. Ball a little bit slower to make its way to the back, but Sturdy gets it. He's going to spin out to that right channel. And there's the captain, Knowles. Does very well to gain about 8, maybe 9 metres. Good play again by the number 9, Sturdy. But his move is red. Referee says the ball is out, play on. And a counter ruck is very, very good from Waterpark. Ripple of applause from their supporters, but then they knock it on. They had the hard part done, and then in just scattering the ball off the artificial surface here in Virgin Media Park, they have knocked it on. So Clonakilty, at the end of that, get a net gain, I suppose you could say, of about 10 or 12 metres or so, and another chance for Sturdy and his pack to execute here. So, Sturdy, I should say, fires it in. That's a good, strong scrum. Push back the Waterpark side, and lovely hands, brings it out to this left, and unable to bring him to ground. So, out to this left channel we have it, and it's the winger, Fionn O'Donovan. Donovan, dancing feet, did well, and Sturdy thought he saw a gap, but none forthcoming. And the referee will have to adjudicate on this because Sturdy eventually brought to ground, and it's a turnover ball. Big moment, you feel, and a big ripple of applause from the Waterpark support. Plenty of parents here, and happy Mother's Day to all as well who are joining us for this afternoon's entertainment. No pressure, boys, just bring home the cup for your mother. Some of them I'm sure here as well, and some tuning in as well on the stream. So Clancy, his second opportunity. Looks like the Clonakilty scrum are the stronger of the two. A good push there, but the ball did find its way out. And lovely neat hands, and here comes Liam Walsh. Walsh racing through over the 22. Is he going to go all the way? He is, from halfway. Walsh gets there. Walsh puts it down. And just like that, a second try. Liam Walsh. Lovely quick hands out of the back of the scrum. Walsh in open country dances his way through and sensibly just diverted away from the post and dots it down to add a second try. Flying number 13. Brilliant play. Going to go all the way. He is, from halfway. Walsh gets there. Walsh puts it. And indeed a number of the other backs who were trying to join in. So slightly easier conversion, if I can use that word, for Flanagan. So they could have effectively doubled their lead. A try in 5 minutes and a try in 12. So Flanagan, a very simple routine, but there's no doubt it's an effective one, and he makes it 14-0. Clonakilty yet to show us their attacking prowess, but they have time to fix that. Reminder, this game 30 minutes in each half, so we still have 17 or 18 minutes to run in this opening half, so time yet for Clonakilty to get it right. But what about that burst from Liam Walsh? And here comes the kickoff. It's way shorter this time, allowed to be contested, and it is. Oh, brilliantly taken there by the number 5, Devin Tokay. It was knocked down by, I think it was Llewellyn. Much better execution of the restart from Clonakilty, but they have lost the ball in the transition there. So again, open country. The fullback spins it out to that far side. Running out there, is he into touch? He is. We're dreaming big there of another breakaway try, but Clonakilty equal to it on this occasion, and they just force them into touch. So an opportunity for them to just gather themselves. This game by no means away from them, but you feel the next score would have to go in their favour, or they'd certainly have to start dominating in terms of territory. So Llewellyn fires it in, brilliantly taken in the air there, and quickly they get it off. Decide to try and go through the middle. A lot of Waterpark jerseys in their way. They're looking for a bit of width. Oh, right on the bootlaces. And they did well there. Joe Toomey gets it, and they come back to the captain. Knowles kicks it deep. Where's that going? Is that going to be a 50-22? It certainly is. Brilliant, brilliant kick from Knowles. Expertly done. Lands it down there, and a real attacking platform now for Clonakilty. Superb stuff. They tried to run it, didn't work out. Back to the captain on his own 10 metre, and what about that for a gain of, must be the best part of 50 metres anyway. So they are about, I'd say about 12 metres from the Waterpark line. A good line out like we saw a moment ago is the ask here. What's the call though? They go to the back, and it's kind of a central one. It's brilliantly taken there by Draper. Brought to ground, first man in, that's okay. And where is the ball? That's the question. Referee kind of signalled it's fair game for anyone, but it stays with Clonakilty. Passes a loose one. Referee says play on. There's a chance of a counter-attack here. Races up the middle as the 2-14s clash there, and it's Hickey who passes it off. Here's the number 6, Edmondson. He does well, and just like that, Waterpark returned to 50 metres really. Clonakilty just haven't been able to keep that ball for long enough to build phases and build momentum. It's out to here now to Redden, the number 8. He does well, brought to ground eventually. Clonakilty being disciplined so far. Oh, look at that for a tackle. Textbook stuff. Brilliant leg drive. And they get the reward. I think a player in at the side, or maybe off his feet. And yeah, just off his feet. But what about the tackle there to allow the players to come in for the counter ruck, and they get the reward of a penalty. I think that's the first penalty that has gone Clonakilty's way so far. Both teams have been disciplined, and the referee, I think, is just, well, we're halting for an injury, but I think he's just allowing the water to come in. It was about 12 degrees when we kicked off, and as I speculated earlier, there's a chance that that temperature would rise. The number 14 for Clonakilty, Fionn O'Donovan, he shipped a bit of a blow there trying to tackle his opposite number on the counter-attack. That was Usna Hickey, and here comes the penalty right from midway. We saw in open play what he could do, and the ball finds touch from Knowles. Squeezed every centimetre out of that one, and a very similar platform for Clonakilty here. Their lineouts have been decent so far as we creep past the 17-minute mark, or just hitting towards it. So Llewellyn, what is the call? What has been the instruction? They're going to the front, I think it is, yeah. And it's contested, but it's just about maintained. Ball goes backwards. And the counter ruck is there again, and Waterpark not giving Clonakilty much time at all to get themselves set. But in fairness to the Cork boys, they hold on to the ball, and now they have a penalty inside the 22. So what's the call here? I think they're going to go to touch again. They're happy with their line out, I'm sure. They've retained the possession 3 from 3, I believe. And smashing it into the stand again is Knowles. Didn't try to kick it all the way to the corner. I think that's sensible. Make sure you find touch, as we've seen in recent years, professional players missing touch from those sort of areas, and really, really costly. So into the line out now. Murphy takes it well. They spin it out the back. Oh, there's a loose possession, and the referee has called for offside, I believe it is. He is just starting to find a few infringements now by Waterpark, so they'll want to watch that discipline. Knowles closer again and kicks it. He's doing a destruction job on the stand over on that far side. Kicks it off the top of it. Roars of encouragement from the Clonakilty support. This one now about 6 metres out. And you'd be wise if Waterpark not to infringe here now, because an accumulation of penalties will only end up in one result, and that would be sin binning. So uncontested, really. Oh, the referee has called that the line-out was not straight. It was slightly too far to the Clonakilty side, so a let-off for Waterpark. And they will have the put-in of the scrum. Just when you feel Clonakilty were building something, just get it slightly off, and that means they turn the ball over. That said, their scrum has been powerful so far, so they'll be eager to try and disrupt Waterpark here. So Clancy, ball in hand, gets it in. Does he get it out? It's the number 8 who picks it at the back. And there's a crossing offence there. 5 metres out. They were still looking to tap and go. Could they potentially spread it to this left channel? One of the props is calling for it. I think the number 5 is in there as well. Might get on it here, and it's Devon Toke. Straight off the line where Waterpark. Counter ruck is there. The ball still secured though by Clonakilty. Referee says ball is out. Let's play on, and we have another penalty. I think that's 5 in the space of around about 3 minutes now. So perhaps the captain will be called up. That's Callum Redmond, but not on this occasion. So Clonakilty is injury for I think it's their number 8. Indeed it is. That's Tyg O'Brien, so he's calling for treatment. Doesn't look in the best shape, just slightly off camera there, yeah, but the medic's in for him, and a chance for the players to rehydrate with a bit of water. So, while it is a 30-minute half, we've had a couple of stoppages, so that's still a best part of 10 minutes or more even to run in this opening half. So they're going to go with the tap and go again. Toke puts his head down. Toke, does he get there? Referee's having a good look. Is it held up? Perhaps no. Just push back. They're still looking to stretch and reach for that opening try for them, for Clonakilty. Sensibly, they go short. Again, looking for that final couple of metres. It proved elusive. Oh, straight up off the line is the full back. Pass it out the back here. There's surely a bit of room into the corner. Oh, he does well to finish it from there. No, in fact, it looks to be a try-saving tackle. The officials are having a discussion over it. I think it was Fionn O'Donovan who was trying to dot it down, and it looks like we're going to. It's no try. He just knocked it on at the crucial moment. Good defensive cover. They were sprinting across to disrupt him, and disrupt him they did. And he looked in a very good position to finish it from there. But the referee says the ball is knocked on, and what a let off for Waterpark. Good movement of the ball from Clonakilty from that tapped penalty over on the far side. He moved it all the way across, but just couldn't apply the finishing touch. So Waterpark now will try and execute here and clear their lines. Clonakilty have come to life in the last couple of minutes. They're here to play, and they're here to try and make a bit of a comeback, but inches in that one. The touch judge adjudicating the ball wasn't grounded, it was knocked on. So referee says the scrum didn't go straight, so we're gonna go again. Now another chance. Clonakilty getting a big shove on. There's a couple of heads up there, but referee says play on. Is it blocked down? It is. Where's it going to go? Taken in the air and finished. Brilliant block down. And caught inside the 20, the try area. Finished. And just like that, they have a score back. I think it was Daniel Donovan. Indeed it was, the number 13. Yeah, look at the block down. It was the scrum half who went in. Donovan rises highest, catches it well, and expertly turns himself around to dot it down. So he will have a chance now with the conversion. Brilliant play. You must praise the number 9. That's sturdy. Sprinted up, got the block in, and got his reward in terms of his team get their first try of this afternoon's contest. So game well and truly back on here as the number 13 looks to add the extras. Daniel Donovan, I should say. Donovan just comes slightly off the boot and tails to the right, but he's made his impact on this one, that's for sure. And we're back to 14 points to 5 as the halftime whistle comes into view, but we still have time. Sustained pressure from Clonakilty, eventually paying dividends. I think it's fair to say they deserve that after a decent spell inside. The kickoff is a bit of a spinner. A sturdy gathers, sends it back to the number 12, and that's of course Knowles, but his kick is easily caught by Bloomer, and Bloomer races through. What does he have now? Lovely step from Bloomer, hands it off. Clonakilty do well though, a couple of men with the tackle, but they look to keep the ball moving there. Do Waterpark, about 12 metres from the try line. Brilliant run by the fullback Bloomer, and the ball carried again for a gain, as the referee I think has just seen, if he's seen what I saw, It looks like a boot was thrown by one of the Clonakilty players. I can tell you it wasn't his own boot. He threw it out over the stand. I have never seen that in all my years covering sport. He threw the ball, or threw the boot of one of his opposition players out over the far stand. Some throw in fairness to him, but we can't be condoning that sort of activity, and I'd say the referee spotted it too. So a bizarre incident here, and I think for such unsportsmanlike conduct we could see a yellow card is a good word here. There's Knowles, the captain. Yeah, referee seems to be pointing in the direction of where the boot went, so bizarre one. Yeah, it's a yellow card. I'm confident enough it's Knowles. Well, I tell you, if you had a bucket list or a bingo card of things we're going to see this afternoon, that was certainly not one of them. So down to 14 now for the remainder of this half, and early in the second half the boot landed on the far stand side. In fact, it's not Knowles, apologies, it's Tyg O'Brien, the number 8, so who's going to have to spend a period in the bin. And I think they're looking for a size 14 boot down there. I don't have them anyway. So boot came off in the ruck or whatever it was, and I think O'Brien will, when he reflects on that, will realise it was a foolish thing to do. That one of the Waterpark players looking for running repairs, and someone has gone to try and retrieve the boot. As I said, bizarre. I don't think that's something we were going to see this afternoon. So when eventually this boot, the missing boot belongs to Hickey, I think it is. The boot has been located, and he's going to just pop it on there. You can just gone out a shot there, just over to the far corner. So Clonakilty now will be under pressure, that's for sure. Got that try from Donovan to bring him back into the contest, but now down a player for the next, I think it's 7.5 minutes. And the net result, of course, will be a penalty as well to Waterpark, in a very, very enticing position, about 10-12 metres from the try line. Now, back underway, so it's going to be a penalty. Looks to be the tap and go. Indeed it is. Good tackle there by Donovan to stop the Waterpark man. The counter ruck doesn't yield anything for Clonakilty. Waterpark still have it. 6 metres out. Very good position here. Back to the number 10, Rohan. Jinks inside now, does Bloomer. Oh, ball is stripped. Brilliant stuff. Exactly what Clonakilty needed. We've ticked over the stadium clock here of 30 minutes, so it's kicked out there. Not the greatest kick, sliced a little bit. So everyone looking for it, and the man who gets on it is Devin Bolster. He does well. Ball spilled out to Bloomer. Bloomer has to be greeted by 2 men to put him to ground. He's been very impressive so far, the fullback. Little chip and chase, and that's well taken there. Could have called a mark there, couldn't he? But it's kicked away by Fionn O'Donovan, and Clonakilty's backroom team looking for their players to just get up the pitch a bit. Clancy carries, is tackled, and did we have a bit of a counter ruck, a little bit too much? No, referee's happy enough. Play will go on, and it's Edmondson, the skull cap, sends it out to that left. Brilliant tackling in the last few minutes by Clonakilty. remember, they're playing a man light, and both players just stagnating a little bit. Ball sliced up into the air by Clancy. Oh, brilliantly taken there. Was he tackled in doing so? I think he was already on the ground, to be fair. Referee, though, eventually says it was a no clear release, and it will be a relieving moment for Clonakilty, who have a penalty. So they didn't concede anyone, and there's an injured party on the far side for Waterpark. Again, the clock has been stopped. A couple of replacements ready for Waterpark. One of those is number 21, Shane Kavanagh. The other is number 17, Uo Leslie Kwakov. So we'll just see, do they get introduced before the interval, or will their role be entirely in the second half? It's been a little bit stop-start since that sin binning of Tyg O'Brien. O'Brien trying to keep himself loose and interested and focused for when he does return. It'll probably be in the second half. So, referee says clock back on and game back on with the penalty. And it's Knowles who's just going to trying to find touch down near here. Does well and sends it bang on the halfway line. Clonakilty, while they are behind, probably not rushing to take this without their number 8, of course, in action. So they'll be happy, I'd say, to get to the interval as we stand, or could they perhaps do the rare thing of scoring a try while a man down. So line out from the number 2, Llewellyn, and the referee says there is a bit of crossing there in the midfield and an opportunity. In fact, I think they had too many in the line out, I think is maybe the signal. So penalty 10 metres in. Flanagan just pops it up sensibly and safely, kicks it midway between the 10 and the 22. Here comes Dolan, the latest line out, very well taken in the air, and now they're trying to get the maul going. In fact, they abandoned that pretty quickly as Groves gets on it. Good stuff from Knowles to stop Flanagan, the out half. They eventually bring him to ground. There's a room on this near side. Ball spilled in the tackle, and as he slips onto his feet, referee with the arm out for a knock on, and the advantage not coming. And everyone just getting a little bit tetchy down there. Officials in quickly enough to deal with it, and players are separated. So as you can see, we've gone well over that 30 minutes allocated. We did have numerous stoppages though in the half, especially in the last 15 minutes or so. So we will play a little bit more. Of course, we saw Munster getting the victory yesterday over Connacht in the derby match, and I'm sure plenty of these players have aspirations to line out in the red of Munster in the near and indeed distant future. This is, of course, a big step on that journey. Line out at the home of Munster Rugby in Cork. Clonakilty do well. And a definitive tactic to get it out to the number 12. Brilliant kick. Where's it going to go? It's just... Which side of the line is it? I think indeed just outside the 22. Almost got the reward of a 50-22. And Clonakilty back up the extra man, Tygo O'Brien, back in. So they're 15 on 15. They did well in that period. 7.5 minutes, I think it was, of action. They did well to keep the gap at 9 points. Very manageable, you feel. They have shown an ability to attack. Just not enough of it, and just not quite the full execution. Oh, the line out is intercepted. And the referee is going to call a halt. Knocked out of play by Waterpark. So we head for the interval. Waterpark leading thanks to those tries early on. Oscar Flanagan after 5 minutes. Liam Walsh, I think, after 12. And Flanagan adding 2 well-taken conversions. At the other end, Daniel Donovan benefiting from his teammate Killian Sturdy's superb lockdown. And Donovan finishing it with the first try of the afternoon for Clonakilty. So players heading for a drop of water. I'm going to do something similar. We'll keep the stream live. You don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to adjust anything. We'll be back for the second half shortly. So half time here. It is Waterpark 12, Clonakilty 5. to get back into this one. Didn't drop the heads when they went 14-0 down. Got back into the game thanks to that Daniel Donovan try. And it was not their most elegant try, but it was certainly one that rewarded endeavour and fight from Clonakilty. So, opportunity. An opportunity for Clonakilty at the start of the second half to get into the Waterpark territory. The kickoff is mid-range, just outside the 22. It's well taken and runs straight up the middle. Oh, he has to be stopped, and he is just about. Second player was brought to the ground, and you can see the couple of subs have been brought in by Waterpark to freshen it up. Again, there's one of them. That's the number 21, Shane Kavanagh. Did well there, barrels through his man. And the counter ruck is good. Chop opportunity for Clonakilty. That's the number 7. James Tobin does well. Tobin, lovely hands to keep it in. And Clonakilty looking for fastball. There's an advantage coming. It was Joe Coleman brought to his feet. And straight in at the side came the Waterpark man. Referee is just stopping it. I think he's going to have a word with Waterpark. Their discipline hasn't been at its sharpest this afternoon. Brilliant break by the number 7 there, Tobin. And he did well. Just was running out of road, passed it into Coleman, and Coleman brought to ground and then illegally entering the ruck were one of the Waterpark players. So a 5-metre line out, exactly what the doctor ordered at the start of the second half if you're a Clonakilty supporter. Playing in their familiar red and green, a green hoop across the middle of the jersey. And line-out's now been taken by the number 1, Al Ruby. And they send it out the back. There's Tobin again. He wants to make an impact on this one. They're looking for fastball. In fact, they switch it back. Does well, does the captain Knowles. Again, it's good defence by Waterpark. Don't allow spaces on the fringes. And out they come along. Another good tackle in there. Ball is now out. And back to the number 7 again, Tobin. Has to be stopped there by the number 12, Johnston. Did well defensively. The Johnston were about 4 metres out. The ball has been turned over, I think. Referee sharply sounds the whistle. And now he says there's a penalty coming for Clonakilty. Would they be wise to take the 3? They tap. They're going to spin and go. Is it knocked on in the tackle? Referee says we will play on. Not sure that was the plan from Clonakilty there. Didn't execute it the way they wanted to, that's for sure. And again, it's strong defensive play by Waterpark. And the ball is eventually knocked on. And I wonder, will Clonakilty maybe not, will they regret at this point for not knocking over the 3 points there, bring it back to a 6-point game, but the tap and go, a few players were ready, a few players weren't, and the net result is they have knocked the ball on. So Waterpark, opportunity to clear their lines, although I did say that in the first half. Then they had a 5-metre scrum and it was blocked down brilliantly on that occasion, you recall, by Killian Sturdy, allowing Donovan in for the only score so far for the Cork side. So this one they decide to try and run it off the back in the form of Alex Redden, and the ball is knocked on, and a very, very important piece of play coming up for Clonakilty. I think it's exactly where you'd want the scrum. It's dead centre of the pitch, in front of those posts, and an opportunity to go left or right. And they're five backs, equally split. Well, the scrum half makes it a 6, of course, but or the out half makes it 6. He's slightly to the left, so they kind of have 3 and 3 here. So your guess is as good as mine as to where this one is going to go. I think the out half, Lachlan Rohan, is readying himself for it, but they put in, and the tidy up has to be done first. Off the back is the number 8. Well tackled there. Good defence again. Oh, looking for a little a weave and a duck through there was the number 9, Sturdy. just halted 2 or 3 metres out. They're going to go through the hands. There's the captain barreling over. Is he down? It is. The try is good. Ewan Knowles barreling his way over. Did well. He was being tackled. Did well to dot the ball down. The officials come in. They confer and they agree that we have a second try of the afternoon for Clonakilty, and we are back now to just a 1-score game. The momentum you feel firmly with the red jerseys of Clonakilty, and the conversion here very important to bring them back to 2 points. Just have a look at that replay there again. Brilliantly dished out. There's the captain. There's Knowles. 1, 2, 3. Couldn't stop him, and he gets it down. Well taken. He had a tentative look. I think there was only one thing in his mind when he got the ball, that he was going for that try of his own. He had a look to his wing. Didn't like what he saw. He did like the open space in front of him, and despite the best efforts from the Waterpark defence, they couldn't stop him. Here comes the conversion. Much better from Daniel Donovan. So 7 points for him, and a 7-pointer for Clonakilty, and suddenly it is just a kick of a ball between these sides. Waterpark, that explosive start. Oscar Flanagan, a try. Liam Walsh with the try, and then 2 conversions as well. But momentum has come back to Clonakilty. The kickoff is good. Oh, lovely take there by Edmondson. Brilliantly flighted restart. Kind of like the ones you'd see in 7s more so than 15s these days. And Waterpark ball squirts out the back. Sharpest to it is Clonakilty, and they're looking for the space. That ball, the bounce of that ball is going to be crucial. There's a race for possession. The number 13, Donovan is on it, and he's going to go all the way. Donovan under the posts, and there's a space of 90 seconds. This game has completely changed. Daniel Donovan, the ball kicked from the middle, spun lovely for Donovan, and he had the speed and the anticipation to get on the end of it, and he raced all the way in from the 10-metre line, in under the post. A very memorable score for him, and crucially it gives his side a lead. There we'll see the spinning ball there, and in fact I must apologise, it's the number 14 who's finished it off. It was Fionn O'Donovan, not Daniel Donovan. Just getting my wires crossed there, but Fionn O'Donovan. Brilliant run from him, and puts Clonakilty into the lead for the first time this afternoon. And now we have Donovan, the number 13, the centre, back on the tee. This one the easiest of the 3 so far, and the flags go up, and another 2 points for Clonakilty, and suddenly, having been 14-5 down at half time, 14 points in double quick time has flipped the game on its head. Waterpark guilty of just copping up the possession. The volume from the supporters of both sides has increased here at Virgin Media Park. Lovely restart, lovely take from the restart from Eamon Murphy. Tackled immediately though by Waterpark. They're not going to let this one slide too easily. Coming out of the back of the ruck there is Sturdy, and Sturdy wins the penalty, not rolling away. And the guilty party, I think, is the number 12, Quaylan Johnston. Everything starting to go the way of Clonakilty, even the bounce of the ball, which, as we know, is a difficult one to predict in rugby. And the captain, he got that earlier try. Knowles back on the penalties, and back knocking one into touch. So Waterpark need to find some of that magic that they had in the opening period. There's a line out here now, and it's Yusuf Al-Rubi, the number 1. They're going to fire it in. They're 5 in the line. They don't go to the front. They're going into the middle. Oh, well contested, but well taken in the air. Knocked back to Sturdy. And he does well. Is the counter ruck good? I think it is. Referee agrees. Brilliant stuff And the tap and go, they're not back 10, ref, are they? Another penalty coming. And the referee going to have a quick word with, well, it's more than a quick word. He's going to the pocket. And it looks to be a second yellow of this afternoon's contest for Tadhg O'Brien. Just didn't get out of the way. It was a tap and go. And unfortunately for O'Brien, that yellow card in the first half is coming back to haunt him. It is going to be his second yellow, and he's going to have to sit the rest of this one out. The referee having a word with the captain, explaining his rationale behind this. And the body language will tell you that it's the end of the road, I think, for Tadhg O'Brien. And another momentum swing is coming. Yep, it's a second yellow and red. O'Brien is gone. And we're back underway. So Clonakilty will play the remainder of this contest around about 20 minutes or so with a man left, and referee Des O'Halloran had to make the tough decision. In fairness, the penalty was tapped. O'Brien was nowhere near back the 10 metres, didn't get out of the way, tackled his opponent, and for him it's a second yellow. So Waterpark will fancy their chances now, but they still have to execute. Contested in the air. Referee says he's jumping across, and the net result will be a penalty for Waterpark. And I used that word earlier, that begins with M, momentum. And the momentum has definitely switched back to Waterpark. A man up, and now with this penalty, which Flanagan will take. Kicks it high, tries to stretch it to the corner, and I think that's going to be a 5-metre line-out. It is perfectly into the corner. Clonakilty could do with a turnover here. They could do with disrupting this one, but we saw a moment ago that they tried to do so and did so illegally, so they were wise here now to keep their discipline. A man down for the remainder here at Virgin Media Park. The just goes the 10 metres. It's a drives it over. Finished. No, we have a whistle. There is crossing. Clever stuff from Clonakilty. I don't think they engaged, and what it meant then was that there was an offside offence in front of the ball handler, and what looked to be a routine try. I think Clonakilty will be happy with their execution there. Waterpark thought they had just eased in for their third try, but the referee quick to call it. In fairness, he had the whistle blown before we saw the ball touch down, so a clearing kick and an opportunity for Clonakilty to regain possession with this line-out. Explanation being given to Waterpark's captain Callum Redmond, as he's entitled to know. So here comes the input. The Yusuf Al-Rubi goes up the middle. Oh, lovely lift, lovely take. And a chance racing up the middle is Sturdy. Oh, tried to kick us, well blocked there though. And we are coming all the way back for a penalty. And referee, I think, is trying to signal a number here. We're back on the 10-metre line. There's a lovely sprint up the middle from Sturdy. His kick was blocked, but not enough advantage for it to be over. And again, referee Des O'Halloran explaining to the team captain of Waterpark, as I said already, that's the number 7, Charlie Redmond. So just explaining to him the reasoning behind that. No advantage accrued. Back we come. And Knowles, brilliant kick just outside the 22. And in fairness, each of those kicks he's had from play, or indeed from penalties, have been well executed. It's a fine boot on him, and it was as we saw with that try as well, he can carry 2. So Youssef Al-Rubi with the line out. Again, they go kind of mid-range, and again they secure possession. Bit of a dummy in the middle. Sends it out to Donovan. And Donovan, the flyer, just halted in his tracks, but again possession secured as the clock ticks ever closer to that 3/4 mark. Going through the hands are Clonakilty, and they get it out to Llewellyn. Oh, he does well there. There's one of the replacements, that's Danny Walsh. They eventually get him to ground. Here's Al Ruby, steps inside and tries to take on 2 or 3. The counter ruck is illegal. And the referee again explains his decision. The ball wasn't picked. Ball was on the floor, and the counter ruck was illegal. So again, chance for Clonakilty to fill the lungs, and we're really into those championship minutes now as silverware starts to come more and more into focus. 5 points in it. A try here would put a big gap between the sides, even if it was an unconverted one. A try here would put at least 10 between them, so that would be a huge gap at this point of the game. They go all the way to the back this time. Brilliant execution. Their line out all afternoon. Very well drilled. Donovan gives it out to the fullback, spins out the back, and it's O'Donovan. Is he going to run it in? Oh, brilliantly tackled. The number 21 come against him. That was Shane Kavanagh, one of the half-time subs. And just when he looked to be racing in for his second try, Fionn O'Donovan was stopped in his tracks. That could have sealed it. But Waterpark haven't given it up yet. They have to go the length of the field from here. But securing possession from the line out, paramount and very important indeed. There's an early jump, which allows Waterpark easily to get their own man into the air. The man is lifted in the air, eventually safely brought to the ground. And Clonakilty sprinting up to try and block that there. Well, there's another penalty being called here. I think there's a bit of crossing or something going on there, blocking a path here, and I wonder, will Clonakilty have a look at the posts here? You'd really feel that 3 points is almost as good as 5 in this scenario. Or then again, do they just want to keep the ball up at this side of the pitch? They're using wisdom beyond their years. I think they're going to go for the posts. The tee is on. And he brings it back out just inside the 22. So Donovan, the number 13, the first penalty that we've had seen kicked at the post this afternoon. It's been try after try after try. This could be no less important. The number 13 sends it high. It's between the posts. And crucially now, that is an 8-point advantage for Clonakilty. 14 down, now 8 up. What about that for a turnaround? Time yet, though, for Waterpark. Possession from this one, you feel, has to be contested at the very minimum for Waterpark. So it's Clancy. Goes deep just outside the 22. Easily gathered by Toomey. Sends it back and one of his teammates clears. Ooh, a bit of a miscommunication or no communication, although very well done there by Bloomer, the fullback. He has been outstanding for Waterpark. Knee is on the floor. Tackle is complete, and again Clancy quickly in as the scrum half to get play going again. Clonakilty all the time looking to counter-ruck. There's a bit of room here on this near side. The number 8 tackled, does well. as he tackled without the ball. Ball is knocked on. Ball is cleared and it bounces again into touch. Huge moments. Everyone is very tense and excitable this afternoon. Very understandable. Anytime there's silverware on the line, that could be the case. Clonakilty with one hand on that trophy. The Willie Allen Memorial Cup for the under-16 boys here in Munster. And a chance for Waterpark. They do well. Not sure was that the plan, but it goes all the way to the back. And the net result is a white and red jersey comes up with it. A score needed in the next few minutes to reignite that challenge from Waterpark. They have been tremendous this afternoon, but the momentum with Clonakilty. Here's the fullback. Bloomer carries 20 metres over to that right wing. That ball is stolen in the counter ruck legally, and again Clonakilty playing the game on their own terms, playing where they want to play. There's the fullback. That's Joe Toomey, and there is another infringement, and I think it's an offside infringement on this occasion. And the clock will feel like it's going 100 miles an hour if you're Waterpark. It's racing towards that 60 minutes, and if you're Clonakilty, it's probably creeping by a little bit too slow. But even with 14 men, they have been decent, more than decent, I think it's fair to say, as Ewan Knowles knocks the penalty again, clattering the Virgin Media signage here in Virgin Media Park, but crucially for him, inside the 22. So they need Yusuf Al-Rubi to call this one. What is it? It's the number 6 in the air. That's Eamon Murphy. Does well. Again, possession 9/10 the law this late in the contest. Knowles does well. Did he just lose it? Ball has been turned over one way or another anyway, as Waterpark not going down without a fight, that's for sure. There's an infringement there. Referee says in at the side. Ball tapped and go from the number 12, Philip Gill. Doesn't gain as much as he would like. But Waterpark playing fast, playing eager stuff. There's one of the replacements. There's a bit of space in behind, but it's blocked again by Knowles. Ball bounces nicely to O'Donovan. O'Donovan has to go out off the pitch to try and regain it. Does well. Oh, and then tackles his man to disrupt the clearing kick. There's room over on this side, boys, if you can see it. And I think Sturdy decided that was the wisest play to do, but they haven't managed to bring it all the way across. It's Donovan, the centre, happy enough to hit the deck. There's another crossfield kick, but that one is read by Danny Walsh. Walsh looks to kick it up the other end. There's going to be a rail race for possession here. Sturdy looks to be back there for Clonakilty. Sturdy is flagging though, and in fact it's the fullback who gets there, Joe Toomey, and it does well. That's why there was two of them there. They can offload to the other. Waterpark, both sets of players starting to show a bit of fatigue. Ball kicked. That is a very interesting kick. Who's going to run onto it? Oh, he does well. Carried back inside. That is going to be a 5-metre scrum to Waterpark. Good defensive work there. Happy enough, I'd say, to concede the 5-metre scrum. I think it was Fionn O'Donovan. Well, it was either that or concede a try, but players in agony all over the pitch. There's a bit of cramp as well. The AstroTurf, I'm sure, taking it out of them. And of course, this tension and suspense that goes with such a game going with them. So with 6 minutes of the regulation still to play. 8 points between the sides. Waterpark need to make this happen here, need a score to bring it back to a one-score game and set up what will be a tremendous finish. So a reminder as well, we have the under 18.5 final to come. That's with a 3 p.m. kickoff. That's All Christians and Bandon, 3 p.m. Separate stream for that, but just click on our profile there on the YouTube stream and you can switch across to that one. But don't leave this one yet. Just a reminder for yourself, in an hour's time, more action to come. So players have refueled, plenty of water needed, and a big platform here for Clonakilty, or for Waterpark to attack Clonakilty, and it's the put in from Ruel Clancy. They're going to try and get it to the back and try and manufacture a score from here. The conversion, not overly important. Get the 5 and go from there. Tension here in the stand is fairly palpable. Plenty of parents and siblings here to support the youngsters. The ball comes out of the back. Where's he going? Oh, just stopped, just held up short. Referee having a good look. Clonakilty trying to turn the ball over. Waterpark go out to the far side. Oh, one more pass might have done it. Oh, again, great defensive work. Forcing them all the way back. They're going to nearly have to come back outside the 22. It's a replacement here. Carries 7-8 metres. The number 17. Is he going to be stopped short? He is. Another opportunity. Ball out with the number 10. Flanagan into the corner. Are they there? They are. It's the number 12. Quaylon Johnston. And what an exciting finish we are headed for. 3 between them. A brilliant carry there by Uo Leslie Kwakov, wearing 17. He was just short. Then a couple of passes later, the number 12, Quaylon Johnston, gets over. Leaves a difficult task of the conversion, but they are within kicking distance. As it stands, a penalty would be enough to draw it, as you know. But just having a look at that try again. Bodies everywhere, but eventually finished off by the number 12. The centre did well. And the kick off the tee doesn't go to plan, but as I said, it was the 5-pointer was needed first, as Clonakilty bring in Cullen Kearns, a replacement, wearing number 16. He's into the action. So one score between them again. 3 minutes of the regulation, 60 to play. Waterpark hadn't scored for about 40 odd minutes, and Clonakilty trying to go deep with this one. It's taken though there by Edmondson. He's been immense under those dropping balls. Are they going to go coast to coast with this one? Raced up the middle. This is Bloomer. What's he going to do? Going to put it on the boot. Bloomer. Oh, he does well. Does he keep it in? He does. Danny Walsh gets on it. The clock, 2 minutes of normal. There'll definitely be 4 or 5 extra on top of that. We've had numerous stoppages in the second half. Reminder, of course, as well, as you'll see from your screen, Clonakilty playing a man light, so that is bound to start impacting their energy levels late in this contest, as Clancy gets on it, sends it out to Oscar Flanagan, and then in turn it goes to Redden, the number 8, carries well, back to Clancy. They haven't gained much here now. Clonakilty with the tackles, energy sapping tackles, you'd feel. There's a penalty coming, not rolling away was the number 1, and they tap and go quickly. They want to try and get deep inside there. Clancy is off. Oh, is he just maybe ankle tapped? Oh, well taken there. Does he knock it on? He does. I think it was Fionn O'Donovan, the number 14, forced the mistake. Brilliant carry by Clancy, but crucially, he was just knocked off his stride, ended up on the floor, and just when he was about to get back up, he was tackled, and that forced the knock on. There's again a couple of Clonakilty men down on all fours, gasping for air, gasping for water. As another replacement for Waterpark comes in, that's Dylan Mason. He's wearing 19. Or is he bringing in water? Well, he's heading in to the action. So we will have the presentation in a few minutes. That's, of course, if there's a winner. But we'll be keeping the stream going for that one as well. So chance so for Clonakilty to clear their lines. They'd be happy if they could land the ball over in the nearby shopping centre. So making way. Thought he had a fine game here at Virgin Media Park, but fresh legs from the bench welcomed at this point. So Clonakilty ball squirts out the back. They give it to the captain though. Huge boot from him. Referee says the ball went to touch. He is happy enough that the challenge was a legal one, because I can just see there that Knowles is on the turf. He's claiming to have been caught after the clearing kick. Knowles receives a bit of treatment, so we've so our clock is stopped on our screen there, just to let you know we have gone past the 60, so we're completely at the discretion of the referee Des O'Halloran. So here we go. Great place for them to attack for, and they've switched around their line out. Johnston was inside for that one. A big hit in there. Referee has to stop it. It did look like a big blow thundering through the middle there. Good tackle, good technique, and the referee immediately calling for assistance. So we have an opportunity for everyone else to gather their breath. I'm not sure who the Clonakilty player is. I hope he's okay. He was brave in not even flinching on the way to try and stopping the Waterpark man. Indeed, he did stop him, so we'll probably restart with a scrum in a couple of minutes. Hopefully, as I said, the Clonakilty man is okay. In fairness, the referee quick to call for assistance, rightly so. We're at the point where one penalty near the post would be enough for Waterpark to tie this one up. Okay, thankfully Clonakilty man is back to his feet. Brilliant tackle there. So how are the heart rates if you're from Waterpark or indeed Clonakilty? One drop goal, one penalty would do it to tie it up, send us to extra time, or indeed could Waterpark go over for another try, which would be their fourth of this afternoon's contest, and take the victory. Clancy off the back, looking for runner, sent it inside. He was patient, could have maybe ran away from his teammates, but waited for support. Inside that 22 now. Clonakilty need to be disciplined here, need to be accurate in their tackling, and indeed Waterpark need to be the same with their passing. Ball out the back. Outside the 22 they go. Dancing feet from Bloomer. Does brilliantly. Eventually brought to his end. And again, the players will know more than I do about what's left in the clock, because the referee will have told them. But they're coming out the back here, sent forward to the number 23. Oh, brilliant tackle. Ball is spilled. There's Bloomer again. Oh, does so well to keep the ball in play. Sends it back to Shane Kavanagh. He comes inside. They have to be patient. They don't need to rush this. Keep the ball, keep it in hand. There's the number 12, Quaylan Johnson. He got that try to set up this finish a few moments ago. There's Clancy. Cheeks in. He's going to run in over to the post to win it. Rua Clancy finds a gap. Gets the score, and that's going to win them the boys under 16 cup here. Heartbreak for Clonakilty. From 14 down they had led, but Waterpark didn't throw in the towel. They come back up, and 2 tries right at the end. Shell shock you have to feel for Clonakilty. They've put so much into this contest, but what about that from Waterpark? He has been superb this afternoon, has the number 9 Rua Clancy. I wonder, was he named after Rua Tapoki, one of the great Munster players back in the day, the man who used to jink and duck like that. Well, Clancy found a gap and went in, I'm going to say virtually under the post. He managed to celebrate before he even scored it. Your heart be in your mouth, just put the ball down. But anyway, looks to be the winning score. Oscar Flanagan looking at the posts. Flanagan just strokes it over. And there's the full-time whistle. Waterpark have done it. Waterpark have done it. What about that? What a game of rugby. Heartbreak for Clonakilty. Waterpark steal it at the death. And it was that man, Rua Clancy, adding to the earlier tries from Oscar Flanagan, Quaylan Johnson and Liam Walsh. And their captain now, Charlie Redmond, will be the man to collect the silverware. A tremendous, tremendous battle. 14-0 they led. As you know, Clonakilty fought their way back, put themselves into the lead. And then Waterpark finish with a flourish and a half. 2 tries right at the death to get themselves back in front. We'll have the presentation for you in a moment. I'm going to sign off here for now anyway, at least. Don't forget, we have the second game coming up in a separate stream from 3 p.m. But do stay. We'll keep the camera live. We'll have the presentation of the Cup, the Willie Allen Memorial Cup. We'll have that for you in a few moments' time. But congratulations to all connected with Waterpark. Commiserations to Clonakilty. A tremendous game of rugby here this afternoon. Both teams contributing to it. The presentation to come shortly.
They came looking for us for a ladder. You're not going up there. Yeah.
Okay, one down. One. 1, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Virgin Media Park, and thank you for coming today on a beautiful Sunday, Mother's Day. Well done to every single one of you for coming out to support these fantastic teams. Before we talk to the teams, I'm just going to make a quick word about our referee team today. We had Alex and Philip, led by Des O'Halloran, and I have a quick presentation to make to Des today in appreciation of him being here today and doing a wonderful job for the final. Lads, we would not have a game without referees, and we just are eternally grateful to you guys. So can we give these guys a round of applause for giving up their Mother's Day to come here for us today. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Great game.
Thanks, Des. As we mentioned, it is Mother's Day, and thank you all. There's an awful lot of mothers here today, but we said we'd just do something for the mothers of the two captains, if we could get both of them up here today. It's Lisa and Deirdre. Thank you, Deirdre. Unfortunately, you didn't win today, but thank you, Lisa. So thank you to the two ladies and to all the mothers for attending today. It's a special day for mothers, and thank you to everyone for coming along. So can we bring up the winning team here? And just before we do that, a quick word, lads. That was every year we've had great finals. We had 1-pointers, 2-pointers. This was a 3-pointer in the end, or was it 2? But anyway, it was a fantastic game. You know, Waterpark got off to a great start. Clonakilty really came back into it and gave a fantastic game. So can we get a round of applause for all the coaches and players for Clonakilty? Can we bring the boys up here, Francis? Yeah, it's Callum. Before I hand you over to Callum, I just want to give a special thank you to all the staff that are here today, again on Mother's Day, but thank you to all the staff for opening the stadium and allowing us hold our competitions in this fantastic stadium. So thank you to Virgin Media Park. I'm going to hand you over to Callum, captain of Waterpark, for a few words before we present the trophy.
First of all, I just want to say thanks to Virgin Media Park and Munster for letting us host this unbelievable final. I just want to give a huge thanks to Clonakilty. We knew you were an unbelievable team. It was one of the toughest games I think we played all season. We didn't know what was going to happen in the end, but you should be proud of yourselves today and you shouldn't be going home disappointed. I just want to thank all the lads behind me, and especially Real Clancy at the end there. Yeah, the boys put in some work all season, week in, week out. Unbelievable performance today, and yeah, so proud of all the boys behind me. So yeah. First of all, mainly I just want to give a huge thanks to the coaches for the patience and the commitment they have for us week in, week out. They're an unbelievable squad, and just special thanks to Lisa Walsh Photography today. Thank you very much.
We're actually going to get Lisa to present Callum with the cup.
Will you turn around for a photograph with the
Yeah, okay.
just turn
Turn that out,
yeah,
okay.
just turn around for a photograph there. Around there, that's turn around there. And you can sing then.
Get up, get up.
No, sing here, like, sing here. Come on. Alright, get it going, go on. You're going to sing here.
Okay.
Do it here.
Nah, you sort of.
Just